So why I'm not excited for Dragon Ball Daima, whatever the hell it's called, I'm not even worried about it at this point. So are we just going to? Does Super even matter now anymore? What's going on with that? So are we getting Super in film format, not anime format? So it makes no sense for me why they continue doing Super then, unless we're just getting it in film format. And I think a lot of people are upset with that too, because it's like we've been asking for a Super to come back in anime form. Because now look, I'm on the fence. The moral arc was probably the best one they've done, but also the worst ending they've done. So it's like it's a double-edged sword with that one. But again, you don't have to follow the manga ending. You can change it, because we all know they're changing a lot of shit in Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, which some people said is actually pretty good because, again, they heard the feedback, so they changed it. Maybe it could do the same thing with Dragon Ball Super, but they're not trying to do anything, and it's a mess. A lot of us don't want Dragon Ball Daima or whatever the hell it is, because we've seen this before at GT when Goku was a kid. It was boring. It was boring as hell, and it was a bad idea, especially when you turn him to a kid again. What are you doing? So he's going to be depowered. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, you have not seen GT, and I'm going to do a video saying, do I still hate GT down the road? But we'll talk about that later. Goku was depowered, like literally to the point he could only go Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2. When he went Super Saiyan 3, he couldn't do nothing in that form. Then you got to remember too, Goku's gonna get the God of Power. He can't probably use that power as much because, again, that takes a lot of ki. Also, his body is smaller, so it may not be the same length. I don't think he'll be able to do it. So again, when he's smaller, his power decreases. I think Goku and Vegeta level is going to be at the level between Cell and the Buu Saga. Literally, I think their power level is going to be between the Cell and the Buu Saga. They'll be able to go to Super Saiyan 2, and they might be having to stretch to Super Saiyan 3. But I don't see the Super Saiyan God form in there. If I do see it, it's going to be some wonky shit. I don't know. They're going to have to really explain themselves. But from what I saw more of Dragon Ball influence in this Dragon Ball Daima did more than anything. I don't know. And that's what they're trying to do, give us more of a God Dragon Ball adventure fighting style, which is like, okay, that's fine and dandy in a film format. Not a series format, but a film format. I'd rather take the film this thing in a film than the fucking Dragon Ball superhero. That shit we got, that was lame as hell. That was dumb. That's why I didn't even do a review on it. So moving on, because I had nothing nice to say about it. I really just said it was trash. It was garbage. Oh, but Piccolo and Gohan got time. I don't give a fuck about that. This shit didn't make sense. How did Piccolo get that new form? What the fuck is this beast form? Why are we having more forms? Gohan has a mystic form. Train him to be mystic Gohan. That's all he needs. Why are you giving this man another fucking form? I could go on. Don't even get started with that one. Like I said, the power level, and they're going to be between Cell and the Buu Saga. Toei needs to really read online, read the fans, and read what fans want. We want a Dragon Ball series to focus on the manga, which is Super. Give us fucking Super. Hell, that other one they did, Super Heroes, that short, I'd rather take that because that makes sense. The multiverse and all that crap, that's awesome. Make that to a series. Why are you giving us something that nobody asked for in a TV format? Film, I actually wouldn't mind seeing that as a film. But TV, no sir. And I love how I was reading the comments, oh, y'all people gonna hate it now, but y'all gonna love it when it comes out. No, motherfucker, we want Super. We've been reading the manga for Super for years. Why not give us what we want? We're paying y'all this money, and y'all want to give us some shit like this? And people say, oh, it might have the -1 effect. Ain't no goddamn way this is going to have Godzilla -1 effect. As a film, yes. As a show, no. Because you're pissing off the fans that actually want a television show of Super. It's like y'all have the material. Y'all can change certain things about it. Give us Super. But when this shit bombs, and it's going to bomb, I'll come back and say, I told you so. But if it's surprisingly good, which I don't know how, because again, how can you turn these guys back to kids when they have battled gods and it's just too much. You can't digress that far. You could say they could do a side story. I was watching one video, and they were doing, there was an anime, somebody was talking about the origins of Saiyans where they were on a different planet, and I believe it was Salak, due to the fact that all the Saiyans are named after goddamn vegetables. And there was the origin of a civil war between the Saiyans, which was done by King Vegeta and somebody else. And after that civil war, they went to the planet Tuffle, and they took over that planet. Why is that not an anime? Why are we getting this little kitty shit? Man, I could tell you. I could go on and on and on. I am not a fan of this. I think this is going to blow up in their face, and then they got to revert back and give the fans what they want. Akira Toriyama, I've always been a fan of him. I enjoy his work, but if y'all read back in the day, a lot of his editors and people were telling him, because he wanted to stop at, I believe, at one point when the Cell saga was going on, he was going to stop at the androids. And his person said, "Oh, no, sir. You give us somebody else." That's when Cell came in. Then he was like, "Oh, we'll stop at second form." No, give us the third form. There was people around him telling him, go further. All those iconic things we wanted to see wasn't from him. It was from other people. He wanted to stop at this level. He wanted to stop here. Well, no, sir. That would have been blatantly ripping off a Terminator. But Cell added that extra component where it didn't copy Terminator. Matter of fact, it elevated the series so much that it's one of my favorite series, and not just mine. 100 people's. Everybody loves the Cell saga with the androids. And the Boo saga, I put my hands in the air on that one. I hate that saga. It's a mixed bag for me, due to the fact that he didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do. He wanted to do fusion. He wanted to do this. He wanted to do that. And by the end of it, we didn't get no fusion. Boo reverted back to some kid form, and he was defeated by the Spirit Bomb, when everybody else wasn't defeated by the Spirit Bomb but Kid Boo. That's why I call it the mixed bag saga, because it's nothing but up and down, side to side, left and right, all around. It was fucking ridiculous. You could give this man arrows and he still would have went the wrong way with the Boo saga. I'm done. As always, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson. I'm out.